There's a fascinating book called The Most Dangerous Superstition, as well as a movie called The Jones Plantation. And it's written by a man named Larkin Rose. And if you see this guy who looks like a king from like not so long ago, right? Because all the kings and magistrates from long ago all wore these fancy little outfits and wrote things on fancy pieces of paper and claimed to have the right to rule over their fellow man and say, you have to be punished and off with the head and because I say so and I hereby declare, right? People believe that, by the way, still nowadays. But Larkin Rose is saying, actually, this is the most dangerous superstition, this belief in authority. But he clarifies, he says, the message here is not that we should try to create a world without authority. Instead, the message is that it would behoove human beings to accept the fact that a world without authority is all that has ever existed, and that mankind would be far better off and people would behave in a far more rational, moral, and civilized manner if that fact were understood. And, he clarifies further on this because look at all these soldiers following orders, millions following one person, looking up to them as like a deity, as a mother or father-like figure. This is mind control, ultimately, and we are enslaving ourselves, mental slavery. He says, to be blunt, the belief in authority serves as a mental crutch for people seeking to escape the responsibility involved with being a thinking human being. Furthermore, it dehumanizes people, saying these people are to be in charge of other people, and these people are slaves. They need to be controlled by their fellow man because they're too debased, right? They need to be in that condition because they're too chaotic and they should just be controlled. It's insane, like this type of thinking. He says even what appears as blind obedience is still the result of the individual choosing to be obedient. You can't take away your self-ownership, your ability to make choices, but you can believe you can and live in a delusion, a mass psychosis, which is what we are under.